Hello and welcome to Sam Gus Tarot. I'm your host, Sam Gus, and this is the 31 Days of Tarot, day number 7. The 31 Days of Tarot is a prompt hashtag through a lot of social media sites from YouTube to Instagram and Facebook. Kind of put on and sponsored by Ethany, and I've got links to her YouTube and Facebook page for the Tarot Readers Academy down below. So please make sure you check her out. I'm sure you probably already know who she is. She's a lot more famous than I am. But she puts together every year 31 prompts for the community to respond to and get our kind of content out there and be part of a community and speak to one another. So this year I've decided to participate, and here on day 7 we're talking about the tarot card that has followed you through 2019. Now, before I get started, I have to tell you a little bit of quick story that has absolutely nothing to do with all this. So, as you probably know, I am fairly new to the YouTube scene, and not necessarily as a viewer, but definitely as a content provider. And so I'm still getting used to setups and lighting and stuff like this. And I originally was going to show you the cards and I was going to be off screen. And my cat Bonnie had a problem with this. And so she knocked down a setup a couple different times. And while she is calm now and sitting quietly to the side, I expect that she will probably at some point make an appearance to say hi, because she's been doing that lately in my videos. So it was kind of comical. Also found out a technical thing that apparently, since I filmed myself using my Note 10, or was it a Note 9? Note 9 Galaxy phone. It's got two rear-facing and forward-facing cameras. And apparently on a rear-facing one, it will only record 5 minutes of video. And I didn't know this until I got through a successful thing and found out it only recorded for 5 minutes. So it's probably a setting I can make, but I decided to come back to the tried and tested method of showing you my ugly mug and displaying cards as we come. So the card that followed me through 2019 was Temperance. And Temperance is all about balance and finding balance. Sometimes that balance is just simply between two or more things that draw our attention. Sometimes it's more of an alchemical process of bringing together two opposites. Um, Literally every month I was drawing this card somewhere, not just in my real life decks, but I also have quite a sizable collection of electronic decks that I play through at work, or if I'm waiting at a doctor's appointment or something. And so the card came up so often that it literally felt like it was stalking me for sure. And most of the time, I can honestly say that I followed the advice of the card and found that balance and that equilibrium. This Temperance, by the way, the art is from the Thoth deck, and this is actually the Millennium Thoth. Came out early in 2019. And the artist also did the Arcanium and the Thelema decks as well, so same artist. But anyway, most of the time when the card came up, I paid attention. Now, I usually don't consult the cards to ignore them per se. But I can say there was a time late in the year that I threw, and it was kind of funny because it seemed like Temperance was ramping up throughout the year. You know, at first it was drawn one or two times a month, and then when you get into starting, I think it was in August, it was showing up every week somewhere, whether it was from a daily draw, a weekly draw, just standard tarot study and referencing. And there was quite the little life event where I did not take the middle road, the falling of balance. And the result is it just fairly significant turn of events in my life. And I'm not going to go into details or anything like that. On one hand, the change, I can't say this, the change definitely needed to happen. But because I didn't follow the advice of the cards and find kind of a middle ground or a way to keep everything in balance, the result ended up being more like a Tower card instead of a Temperance card. And that's the thing I have learned in 2019, and really kind of already knew, but because of my mistake, I'm living it. Is that sometimes, something such as temperance and equilibrium, if you're not going to follow those directions, can end up being something much, much different in the end. And so instead of balance, I found myself very unbalanced in life right now. And I am just now starting to find that balance again. And I won't lie, it's a struggle, as anything with a major change can happen. So these are just some of my favorite Temperance cards. Some of these are from the actual decks that I actually drew them from. Just dawned on me, I haven't been telling you which decks these are from. So this here is Temperance from Santa Emerite. This was the Temperance card for the Mythical Dreamer. This is the Temperance card from the Dark Fairy Tale. This one I'm sure needs no introduction. This is from the Deviant Moon. Believe I told you how this one was from the Millennial Top deck. This one again I'm sure needs no introduction, from Rider-Waite-Smith. And last but not least, to share with you one of my favorite new Temperance cards, the Mary L. Temperance. And I absolutely love the colors and imagery that's used here. You've got the sturdiness and steadfastness of the predator, the tiger. And he's not struggling, but he's being blasted from what looks like a rough seas and rough waters and a stormy clouds and wind. And so finding that balance between chaos and order and stability, to me, is very much what Temperance is all about, and has been what it's been about in my personal journey in 2019, and the lessons therein learned. So that was the card that stalked me through 2019. If you liked what you saw and liked your experience here, please hit that like button down below. If you are participating in the 31 Days of Tarot yourself, please by all means leave your link to your own videos down below in comments. I would love to, and will consider such comments as a personal invite to definitely come and watch your video, and I will make a point of doing so. So please feel free to do so. If you want to keep track and follow me along in my tarot journey of 2020, hit the subscription button. Make sure you hit that little bell icon so that you're notified. I'll be honest, I don't post on a regular schedule by any stretch. I'm actually pre-recording most of these videos for 31 Days of Tarot. So while there will be a lot of videos here in January, usually I'm lucky if I get out a couple videos a month. And honestly, before January, it had been like 2 or 3 months since the last time I had posted. So I'm not the most avid poster. Still getting used to the medium, etc. But anyway, I would love for you to be a subscriber and say hi. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bonnie actually behaved this video, so she didn't come to say hi this time. But you never know when you'll see her in a future video. Anyway, have a great day. Thanks for stopping by, and goodbye.